Social Dressmaking, and welcome to the first of my series of weekly roundup videos. So as I mentioned at the start of the week in my weekly plans, I am going to try and do planning at the start of every week, and then at the end of every week I am going to do like a wee roundup of what I've actually done and what I've been happy with, what I've learned, all that sort of stuff. So first up I want to show you my sequins dress. This was probably one of the ones I was most excited, or probably the one I was the most excited about out of everything that I was making. When Sister Mintaka first showed this fabric on her stories, I just fell for it straight away. I actually didn't get it the first time, I got the full moon rayon instead, but then like instantly regretted it, and she was getting it back in again, so I knew definitely I was going to pre-order it that time. So it is a rayon voile, so it is really lightweight. It's called Explorer. So she doesn't have any more in at the minute, but she had talked about maybe getting some more, so maybe send her a message and see if she is going to get it or not. I don't know if she can. But yeah, I absolutely loved this fabric and loved the print, so I really wanted to make sure I was picking the right pattern for it. And if you have followed me on stories, you have seen all my polls and all my questions and going back and forth for patterns. But I went with my first instinct, and I'm really happy that I did. I actually made a toile of this pattern, which is very unlike me. I just made the top version in a fabric that I had made a dress from this before, with quite a big gathered skirt on it. Didn't like the dress at all on me, so I took the skirt off and used that fabric to make this. So it feels good getting something made out of that fabric because I really loved it. And yeah, so I just wanted to see what the fit was like around the top, if I liked the shape of the neckline and all that sort of thing. And yeah, I was really happy with it, so I went ahead. Love that you can wear this dress so many ways. Obviously you can flip it around so that the wrap part is at the back. You can wrap the ties around and kind of have it a wee bit looser. I will be posting more photos of all the different ways you can make it over my Instagram account if you want to follow me. So yeah, really happy with this. Love the fabric. It was a wee bit tricky to work with. I found whenever I was sewing, especially like the sleeves, the pins were just like falling out everywhere on me. It's nearly like a chiffon. It's that light and delicate, but definitely worth it in the end, worth all that extra trouble trying to get the sleeves set in. I actually managed to get a top cut out in this as well. It's the kabuki tee, so I'm going to maybe work on that this week, because I think the way the weather looks today, it's not too great to have to wait for some sunshine to wear this maybe, or else layer it up. But yeah, I want to get the top made so that I can wear it with my jeans and get more wear out of it now as well. The next thing I made this week, I actually only just finished this morning. I'm going to try on now for you. So next up is my square neck top by Papercut Patterns Company. Again, this fabric is from Sister Mintaka. It's a tencel jersey, and the colourway was cider. I've had this in my stash probably for about 6 months now. Just never quite got round to making my original plans with it. I was going to do another Brusca t-shirt, but just wasn't so sure, and then I was looking for a v-neck t-shirt, but I couldn't find one that I really liked. And then I tried this out during the week. If you follow me over on my stories, you will have seen this. This is this is one made in a jersey, a viscose jersey, so it's still really soft. I had this left over from a Minerva project, and yeah, I thought I would just give it a go to see. It looked quite short, and I'm kind of just on the edge of the small size range in Papercut Patterns Company patterns, so I wanted to just give this a wee go first before cutting into this, because I really loved this colour and this fabric, so I didn't want to mess it up. So this one fitted me perfectly, I'd say. It just was very snug, wee bit short, so, and the bust darts were a wee bit low. So for this version I sized up to medium, added 2 inches of length and moved the darts up a wee bit, which were all very easy adjustments to make. I'm so much happier with this fit for this fabric. It's got that sort of loose floaty t-shirt that I was after. Can tuck it in a wee bit there, and it sort of hangs down, and this is just exactly what I had been picturing with this fabric, so I'm so happy with this. This pattern is really easy. I took a picture when I had it laid out last night, so that is with the extra 2 inches of length. There is still a good bit of fabric left over. It's finished off with a facing, so you could actually save even more fabric if you had scraps to use for your facing. I'd say you could get this from just over half a metre of fabric, so really great for scrap busting as well. Obviously if you're struggling with the layouts, both front and back, or cutting the fold, so you could do them, you know, at a side or a centre seam in there somewhere. Definitely a great pattern. If you haven't tried it before, I would definitely recommend it. Really good for using up your scraps of jersey. I do also think you could make it in a woven, because there is no stretch in the neckline, because it's obviously the facing's interfaced. I think you could probably use a woven. I would definitely go a size up if you were, so that it wasn't too tight and restricting around your body. But yeah, definitely want to try this in a woven as well, because I just love this neckline. I think it's so nice, so flattering. The other thing I finished this week was my frock tails dress, which was on my grid last night and on my stories. Wore it all day yesterday and I absolutely loved it. It was, I'll pop a wee picture up here because I don't want to get changed again. It is made in the Full Moon Rayon linen blend from Sister Mintaka as well. So it was, that fabric is quite heavy. It's more of like a, definitely more linen than, more like a linen than a rayon. I made self-drafted the pattern myself. I absolutely loved it. I ended up changing the sleeves in it yesterday morning because I just wasn't happy with them, and I absolutely love them now. Yeah, and I'm really happy with that. So all in all, I had, the things I didn't get to this week was my Dawn jeans and my tinny cigarette chargers. I do have the chargers cut out, so I might start working on them either this evening or tomorrow. The other thing I want to work on this evening is my Cali shirt. I've had it hanging here all week to try and encourage me to do it. And it is only the facings and buttons and buttonholes that I need to do, so I might try and get some of that done today as well. But overall I am pretty happy with what I've achieved this week. I'm actually finding now, I thought with the lockdown and being at home all the time, I would get loads more sewing done than I had. And I think for the first few days I really did. I was on a roll and I was getting loads done. But as time's gone on, obviously Charlie had the chicken pox, so I was looking after him. I'm just waiting now for Emily to get them, and it'll just, I don't know how that's going to go down. But it's obviously, as the days go on, it's getting harder to entertain the kids while we're in the house. So I am actually finding that I'm just having to squeeze in wee bits here and there. Usually if I had a lot of sewing I needed to do, we would have went out in the morning and got loads of fresh air and done loads of things, and then whenever we came home it was easier to keep them settled while I got some work done. So I am finding it just that shift in balance now at the minute, getting used to everything again. But I'm also taking it as an opportunity to do more things with them and play more games, build more things, build more connects, which I've been loving. Yeah, and I have a cupboard upstairs full of all my old toys, old Barbies, old games, old Polly Pockets, so I think they are all going to come in very handy in the next few weeks. So yeah, that's my weekly roundup. I am going to have a wee look now and see what plans I'm going to make for next week. I'm actually really enjoying this. I think it's fun just to sit down and have the plans, and obviously I'll not get everything done, but it's still fun to, it's probably one of the stages that I find most enjoyable out of all of this, is planning and designing and doing all that sort of stuff. So hope you have enjoyed this, and if you have, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, or like it and follow me over on Instagram, and I will chat to you all soon. Bye.